Hi guys, so I'm back. I did say I was going to shoot a video of my injection for tonight, my injections for tonight. So I have my everything ready, and I'm just gonna quickly show you what I will be taking. So this is my little setup of all my medication, my sterile gauze, alcohol swabs, and my sharps container for my needles. I actually had to use 2 boxes of Gonal-F because I'm doing 450 IU and my pins only come as 900. So I actually have 2 boxes out for that since I'm low on one syringe or one Gonal-F, and I have to use a little bit from that and a little from the other. As well as my Menopur bottles and my, and yeah, I think that's it. So, here we go. Um, so like I said, first I have my Gonal-F. I think there's only about 37 and a half IUs in here. So I'm going to inject the remaining of that and use the rest of my, actually, you know what, for today I'm just going to use one, just use a new pen just to make it easy, because I don't want to confuse anybody and I don't want to confuse myself, more importantly. So I'm going to cap that, and I'm going to prime my new pen, which is a full 900 IU pen. There we go, just to show everybody what that looks like. Okay, so right now I have it primed at 37 and a half, and priming it just means that we're going to push out a little bit of the medication so the air bubbles will surface to the top. Before I do that, take an alcohol swab and I will clean the top of it since it's a new pen. You're only directed to do that once for the, cleaning the top, and the other times you can just use it as you normally would. So just clean the top of that, and I'm going to take a needle out of my pack here, which is the needles that come with the Gonal-F pen. So I'm going to peel that off. I'm going to place the cap on top as so. Push it down until it clicks, and then I twist off. Then I twist it on till it's tight, and that's that. So this is the needle cap, and when I take that off, that's the actual needle. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. So like I said, I'm just going to prime it for now. So I'm going to pull back on 37 and a half, which I already did, and I'm just going to push out a little bit of there we go. So just pushing out the small amount of the medicine, again, just so I can push all the air bubbles to the top. So I'm going to recap the needle for a minute, and then I'm going to turn my medication to 450 IUs. Okay, so let me show you that. So 450 IUs is what I'll be injecting with today. Tanner in the room. Sorry, that's my dog. He wanted to say hi. He's actually barking at somebody in the hallway. So, okay, so 450 IUs is what I'm directed to start. So I'm going to uncap it. Oh, actually, let me put that back. Take my swab. And I will find a lovely spot on my abdomen to do the injection. Excuse the love handles. Okay, so I'm just cleaning the area, letting that air dry. And here's my pen. Uncap that. And I have to pull out the trigger. And again, that's pulling out the nozzle. So my pen is loaded and ready for injection once I pull out the little nozzle there. Okay, take a pinch of the wonderful love handles and insert so. Now you're instructed to leave it in there just a few seconds longer after the injection has taken place, and that's just to let the little droplets that are remaining at the tip of the needle, so that's saturated and at least absorbed into the skin. That's it. We'll recap that. And recap that, and then I take off my needle, and my Gonal-F injection is done. Oops, excuse me. I'm not actually bleeding, so I'm doing pretty good so far. I will take a new swab just in case, just to go over that area. And like I said, I'm not bleeding, so I'm not exactly sure where the injection actually take place, but I will wipe a little bit of everywhere just to make sure. Okay. So far so good. That was the Gonal-F injection. Like I said, I've done that before, so that seems to be pretty easy to me. Tanner wants to say hi. Hi, Tan. Wait, here he goes. Hi. Hi, YouTube. Yeah, he's being ultra friendly. So now we will move on to our second injection, which is my Menopur. If you can see here. So this is my Menopur. Okay. So I take off another swab, and I will, actually I'm going to clean this a little bit because I have so many alcohol swabs going on. So I take Tanner. Sorry about that. Tanner, come here. In the room. Go. Okay, so I'm gonna take off the cap of the sodium, which is the diluent, however you say that. Tanner, come on. Go. In the room. Okay. There we go. pop off the cap of that. Just so. Clean the top of that. Okay. I will do the same for the Menopur vials. Okay. And I actually have 2 of those I have to take. So pop off the cap of that, do the same, clean the vial of that. And this is Menopur number 2. Okay. Okay, so I am going to take my wonderful bag of syringes. What fun. And I will take out my 3 milliliter syringe, as well as my 25 gauge needle, which I will be using for the actual injection itself. It's much smaller. And it's thinner, which is exactly how I like it. Small and thin. Until we get to the progesterone, that is. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm actually going to use the Q caps. They seem to work much better for me than actual mixing needles. So, at least it did yesterday. So I'm going to try that again tonight. So I open that, open my syringe. Take out the wonderful needle, but I'm going to take off this is the 22 gauge needle that the syringe comes with. So I'm going to take that off, dispose of it in my sharps container, and I will replace that with my Q cap. Just so. Okay. And that's what the Q cap looks like when it's on the syringe and it's ready ready to pull out the diluent first. Okay. So I'm going to draw back on 1 milliliter or 1 cc. Let me see if I can show that to you guys. There we go. And that just allows some air to go into the syringe, so the suction of the drawing of the medicine is a little easier. Okay, so that's 1 milliliter there. Alrighty. So first, I'm going to take the sodium chloride, the diluent, and I'm going to I guess I'm gonna have to do it this way. So I'll try to get this as clear as possible for you guys. So just push down gently onto the top of the water, the diluent. Then I will draw out, I'm going to push in the air to draw out